dear friends. Today is this on the spot video. I'm going to do predictions for Aryan Khan, who happens to be son of Shah Rukh Khan and who's got arrested on the charges of consuming charas. And there are total 8 people who've got arrested by NCB. So because big names are involved, what's going to happen next? Because you people keep demanding, so I'm making prediction video on that. I'm going to use tarot and few other prediction tools. And before we begin, just wanted to let you know that as you can see, I'm slightly under the weather with cold and cough, and I've been for last few days trying to maintain silence so that my throat, my vocal cords get some rest, as well as the spiritual silence is a good thing to practice. But as soon as I picked up the newspaper, and I've been seeing this for last couple of days, and then some people, some students, followers kept messaging that ma'am, please make a video. So this video is coming to you on public demand. So let me first of all show you the newspaper for those of you who've not seen it. See, I love to read your comments. At times people read comments saying, ma'am, tell us more about it. We had no idea about what you're saying. And then there are times when people say, oh, we know this already. So we are dealing with 5K plus people here, and we have to cater to the masses. So for the ones who are totally fresh, who have no idea about this, this is Times of India for today. And because I read Times of India, I'm sure this is covered in other newspapers also. And this is coming in newspaper for last few days. And for those of you who do not know me, Namaste, I'm Pooja Sharma. Like I always introduce myself, your friend, guru and guide. Watch this video till the end if you want to know a lot of things as to what is going to happen next. Will they get bail? Who are other people who got arrested with Aryan Khan, Shah Rukh Khan's son? And also share this video with your family and friend, and subscribe to the channel if this resonates with you. So coming back to the newspaper article, this is the article. This is today's newspaper. Like I said, if you pick up newspaper for Sunday, yesterday, it will still be there. So what has happened is, near Goa, there was this cruise which was booked. Okay, do you have any idea what was the ticket amount like? It was about 3 lakh rupee per person ticket. It's like when you go for clubbing or you go to a disco, you pay a covering charge, right? So in this cruise party, in cruise lining in Goa, if you had to enter, you had to buy a ticket which was for about 3 lakh rupee per person. Can you imagine? So obviously there'll be rich and wealthy people in that. Okay, normal people will not be able to afford one night party for 3 lakh rupee. And NCB got the tip and they raided it. And NCB is what? Narcotics Control Bureau. Okay, in Sushant case also, when we made the videos, NCB was very, very active. So they got the tip and they raided, and they arrested 8 people. Okay, 3 people were arrested on Saturday itself, remaining 5 yesterday, Sunday. Today being Monday, they're going to appear in the court. Let's see what happens, remand, custody, what, or bail. Okay, now 3 people who got arrested on Saturday. Number 1, Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan. Number 2, there was Arbaz Merchant. He's an actor, number 1. There are 2 parts to his identity. And number 2, he also happens to be a son of a successful timber merchant. Okay, so all who's who were there in the party. Number 3, this girl called Munmun. Okay, she happens to be a daughter of Madhya Pradesh state's, minister. So these 3 people got arrested on Saturday itself. Sunday, 5 other arrests were made, which included Nupur Satija, number 1, Ishmit Chadda, number 2, Mohak Jaiswal, Gomit Chopra, and Vikrant Chokar. So you can see I have, using the highlighters, marked everything, right? So what all was happening in the parties? Drugs. From charas to cocaine. I think cocaine is a heavy drug. And Shah Rukh Khan's son was found to be on charas consumption, for which the legal custody happens to be for 1 year. So if you consume charas, which is considered to be a soft drug, if you just consume it, you can get arrested for 1 year. If it is with you, then it's even more, if you are in a possession of charas. And then serious drugs like cocaine, ecstasy, and I don't even know the names. There was a lot. Okay. Now what's going to happen next? let's keep the newspaper aside and let's do the tarot reading. Okay, so my tarot cards are obviously already charged, but let me also give them a quick tap with my anahata or heart chakra. Let me just, neutralize them so that we get a neutral reading which is not biased on anyone. And I'm spreading the cards now. Okay, today I'm using these Osho Zen cards. They are beautiful. I was thinking of using runes also today. Runes are like gitte, something that we see in Mahabharata, Shakuni used to use. So I thought let me do a rune reading, but let me do that next time. Now I'm going to take out 5 cards today and I'm going to show them to you. And then we're going to talk about it. Okay. So the first card is the Master card. Okay. What it means is that whatever tipping happened to NCB, NCB, this is for NCB. This symbolizes NCB right now. So they got the tip and they went there and passed it. Okay. So Master card is for divine, master, for law and order, for our government, for the right things. Okay. They had upper hand. So they busted the racket or whatever the party and they went ahead. Okay. So our country's law and order, the right things that we do, that happened. Rebirth. Rebirth card, what does it mean? That some people who've got arrested might get bail sooner or later. Okay, this is unfortunate, but they will get the bail. Then the third card is the miser, which means that the entire film industry will again keep shut about it. They will be miser in terms of opening up. They'll zip it up. Nobody will talk much about it, what has happened, because they know whosoever opens the mouth will also get caught. Experiencing, which means all these people who got arrested will also and their families experience the trauma. Those of them who are arrested in the arrested place and the families, so they have to go through the sins completion, which means at the end, it's not the right way to put it across that the case will be resolved, but something, it will be brought to closure. I don't see anybody going into jail for 1 year like that. Like for Aryan, for example, it says that 1 year of jail if you are found consuming charas. So I don't see that happening. So some manipulation, something will happen. Another thought-provoking thing is that why is it that only Shah Rukh Khan's son, in my previous videos also on this similar topic, I've always spoken that drug for the society in general is harmful. Okay, it's just that when the big name gets attached to it, then the news or whatever thing gets more weightage. For example, whom the dhobi of your gully or rickshawala is dating or sleeping with is not relevant to you. You have no time to get into it and you don't care. But latest model or actor or politician whom they are seeing or whom they're going out for lunch and dinner, everybody has a lot of interest in their personal life. Why? Because as the stakes get higher, as people get famous, they get popularity. So people start connecting with them. Okay? They become our role models. So maybe hundreds of people are doing drugs right now. And as a principle, for health reasons, it's bad. But nobody is so concerned. You're not going, there's so many Charsis who are lying on the road and you just ignore and you keep driving or you keep walking. But as soon as we see Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan, caught, being drugged, it becomes a big thing. Why? Because Shah Rukh Khan is our role model. People look up to him. That's how he gets his brand image, endorsements and everything. So such people and their families, fortunately or unfortunately, have a price to pay. We have a responsibility to birth society. So we have to see what we are doing is right so that we can set right examples in the society. So this is my take on this, that drug consuming, selling, buying, no, very bad. It affects your health. It's against the law of the land. Okay? Nobody should do it. It's not about Shah Rukh Khan or his son or Pooja Sharma or Rahul or you or anybody. Nobody should do it. You should stay away from it and not do it, okay? And inculcate this in your family with your kids, because I hear cases, it's just going on in school and colleges. Parents don't even know what their kids up to. So as a guru, this is a social message that I want to give. Now, what we saw in movies like Urta Punjab, days are gone that you will see the injection marks here. No, it doesn't happen. People are putting that. I don't know the details, but what I believe and what I've been told by a few people who've come to me for counseling or some people who've come back from rehab center is that you can smoke it up, and there are various ways to do it. So please stay away. If you see any friend of yours into it, tell your friend, take him or her for counseling, include their families. They will say, don't tell my parents, don't tell my spouse. But you have to involve them. You have to involve the family for support system. This otherwise is going to spread like a cancer in our society. It has already. And it's going to make our society hollow, which is not good, especially for the future generation. If you see, mostly the youngsters, all these guys, how old is Aryan? He's just 23. Okay, so our youth is getting spoiled. And once again, I'll show you the cards. The Master, which means the law will have the upper hand. Rebirth, some people will be bailed out. Miser, so government will not do relaxation. Experiencing, they have to go through the trauma or the punishment. Completion, at the end, case closed, people will be released. I don't know, maybe somebody can bribe or use contacts or influences. That's what it is. If you have any further question, do leave a comment. And I'm going to wrap it up now. As you can see from my voice, bad throat and having warm water. But I couldn't stop myself. I thought this prediction is very, very important because we all look up to such big names, Shah Rukh Khan, the king, and their families also need to carry that legacy and set a role example. You just can't let yourself so loose that you walk into, you cross the thin line and walk up to unhealthy side of the fence. That's it. If you have a question, like I said, leave a comment. Also, what are your thoughts on whatever I've said so far? Do share that as well. I look forward to reading all of your comments. Please make it a worthwhile. Though I'm sick, though I'm unwell and under the weather, still I chose to go out of my way and make this video for public awareness, for educational purposes, for predictions, so that there's no anxiety in the masses. You know what's next, and it carries a social message also. So at least I expect you to leave a comment and share how did you feel about it after watching the video, or what is your take on it. Thank you so much. Time to go now. I love you all. Namaste.